Hello everyone, I am Vidikshita and this is my team P. Gunachamundeshwari and K. Nikita from third year ECE. As a part of internship which is provided by MFX, we have done a project on car black box which is related to embedded systems. These are the contents we have included in this project, that is introduction to embedded systems, uses of embedded systems, the microcontroller that we have used, and we have discussed about car black box and structure of car black box, features and internal diagram, microcontroller and required software to implement this project, and last we have shown output of our project. First, let me begin with what is embedded systems. An embedded system is a combination of computer hardware and software which is designed for a specific function. Means we have many hardwares and softwares used for various functions, but especially this embedded systems is used to designed for to perform a specific task. It also function within a larger system. It can be programmable or have a fixed functionality. The purpose of embedded systems is to control a specific function within a device. They are usually designed to only perform this function repeatedly, but more developed embedded systems can control entire operating systems. So here we have many uses with these embedded systems. As we can see in this slide, we have many uses like manufacturing equipment and motion sensors, cars and vehicles, medical devices, telecommunication equipment, gaming consoles, audio-visual equipment, domestic appliances. Like this, embedded systems is used in worldwide applications. From that, we have chosen an application of embedded system in cars that is nothing but car black box. These are the required softwares to implement a project. The first and foremost software is PiximLab. PiximLab have integration with MPLabX or Geno IDE for programming the board's microcontrollers. As the purpose of PiximLab is to emulate real hardware, it does not have any source code editing support. The next thing is MPLab IDE to write a program. It is used to write a program. MPLab IDE is a pre-integrated tool set for the development of embedded applications on microchips, PIC and DS-PIC microcontrollers. Next, XC8 compiler. MPLab X, a free integrated development IDE from Microchip for programming their PIC microcontrollers. XC8 is a C compiler from Microchip for 8-bit PICs. Both programs run on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux operating systems. This is the microcontroller that we have used in our car black box project, that is PIC16F877A microcontroller. It includes RS-232 and LEDs, buzzer, digital keypad, SSDs, matrix keypad, CLCD, GPIO pins, RTC, double EEPROM, temperature sensor, real-time clock, ADC. CLCD. CLCD means character crystal liquid display. In PiximLab, we have two types of displays like 16 into 2 display and 16 into 4 display. And we can see what is matrix keypad. This is a keypad in which number of tactile switches are connected in a row and column. These are most commonly used in digital lockers, telephones and calculators. In PiximLab, we can see tactile switches from RB0 to RB5. ISR. ISR, interrupt. First, let me begin with interrupt. In simple words, interrupt is defined as stopping the present work and executing other work and returning back to the same work. Next, interrupt service routine. An interrupt service routine is a software routine that hardware invokes in response to an interrupt. ISR examines an interrupt and determines how to handle it, executes the handling, and then returns a logical interrupt value. And the timers includes in PiximLab. Timer is a very important application in any embedded system, which is a default peripheral which maintains the timing of an operation in sync with the system clock or an external clock. Timer is a software designed to count time intervals between events. Let, let's begin a project. What is meant by car black box? A black box is either physically installed in the car or downloaded as a smartphone app. It links to a GPS device that measures and records vehicle speed, location, distance traveled, driving frequency, and time of day the car is in motion. This is the structure of black box. Here we can see it is present in every car. In previous, only flights can have black box, but nowadays it is must that every car must have a black box because it records everything like speed, location, features. Features of a black box. It is constructed with steel armor plate. It has a thick slab of paraffin. It can operate between minus 55 to plus 70 degrees centigrade. It can carry a minimum 25 hours of light data. Means it will record 25 hours of data, and again if we start that thing, again the data is replaced by the new data. This is the internal structure of car black box. It contains engine speed, vehicle speed, and throttle position, braking status, force of impact, airbag deployment, safety belt usage, steering input. Next, what is a microcontroller? Microcontroller is a compressed microcomputer manufactured to control the functions of embedded systems. Microcontroller is nothing but a microprocessor with memory, which is used for specified functions. We have used, in this project, we have used PIC 16F877A microcontroller. It is used in many digital electronic circuit applications like remote sensors, security and safety devices, home automation, and many industrial instruments. So here we can see this is the picture of a microcontroller and how it looks. So let me go to the project implementation. So this is how our project implemented. After loading the code in Pixim Lab, we can see the initial screen with time, event, and speed. This is the default screen we can see when we on our project, when we implemented our project in Pixim Lab. To record, we have to use these keys, RB0 and RB1, RB2. These keys are called tactile switches. To see the recorded data, enter password. After entering password, we can see the screen like this, view log, clear log. If we click on view log, we can see the recorded data and events are noted. A number of events, serial number is also noted. Project implementation in Pixim Lab is going to explain by my friend Chamundeshwari.
Hello everyone, I am Chamundeshwari and I am here to explain you about the software used in this project. This is the software we are using to implement our project Car Black Box. So this is the microcontroller, and in the Pixim Lab software, in the menu bar we have file, board, microcontroller modules. These are the bars we have in that software. So initially we have to select the board to pick Genius, and later the microcontroller to PIC 16F877A, and later we have to upload the code to the microcontroller using the load hex file, and we have to give the frequency of the clock as 20. Here, by using the reset button, we can reset the microcontroller. In this microcontroller we have a LCD display. So in the display we are displayed with the time, event, and the speed, and we have the tactile keys from RB0 to RB5, which are used for recording events and to display the events also. And using the RB0, RB1, and RB2 keys, we can record the events. By using the RB0, we can record an event as collide event, and by using the RB1, we can record a gear. And by clicking these keys for several times, we can record various events. So after giving some events to the microcontroller. By using the RB3 and RB4, we can display these events. So either by clicking RB3 or RB4, we can display it with the enter password in the display. The password is saved as RB4, RB3, RB4 and RB3. If we click the right password, the microcontroller will show the events which we have recorded in the microcontroller. If we click the wrong password as RB4, RB3, RB3, RB4, it will show as error and we have two more attempts to open the microcontroller. So as we click the password as right, we are displayed with view log and clear log. To select the view log, we have to use the RB5 key. RB5 is used for the purpose of selecting any of the option, and RB4, RB3 are used for selecting as up arrow or down arrow. So this is the option we can have in clear log, which is change password. So to change the password, we have to enter new password. Let's assume our password as RB4, RB3, RB3, RB4. So re-enter the password RB4, RB3, RB3, RB4. Password is changed successfully, and we have to view the events. So we are clicking RB5, and the events are displayed with the serial number 0. And to move on to the next event, we have to click RB4. And the second event is a collide event, which is with serial number 1. And then is a GN event, which is with serial number 2. And all the events are displayed one by one by clicking this. So after that, we can reset the microcontroller, and later we can give some more events so that this can store all our events, and we can retrieve any of in any time when we needed it.
Thank you, everyone.